Good morning. Welcome back. We're delivering seed today, so I don't know how much I'm going to be filming, but that's all right. Planter is about done. We got all these back rows together. We're waiting on 3 more seed firmers to do the last 3 rows on the far side there. So hopefully those come today or tomorrow, and we can get this basically done, put back together, and out of here. We did get out the seed plates yesterday, so Xander got those all washed up. We need to get some graphite spray. I got 1/2 a thing of it, so he can do those. We need some sawhorses or something, so this isn't sitting on the floor. But I'm getting that done. That's getting to be about it here. A good deal. The trailer hooked up, but it's cold out today. 26 degrees it says here this morning. Everything is frozen again. I guess we expected. Doesn't make it fun though, does it? We're gonna load up. We've got some 4 boxes and a couple pallets of some paper bags. We're gonna throw on the trailer here. It's going to that same place we went to on Friday, up in Battle Creek. So get loaded up. All right, we got this one loaded up. There's actually seed on here for 4 different customers. That's all right. So there's 2 boxes for the same order that we delivered for the other day. So that guy got 10. There's 2 boxes and the top pallet of corn for another customer. The bottom pallet of corn and the back pallet of beans is for a customer that actually works for the guy that got the 10 boxes, does his own stuff too. And then the pallet of beans in the middle is for another guy that lives right down the road up there that's an uncle to one of the guys or something. He actually has more seed that is not here yet. He's the one that got them 1-4 beans that we just don't have. But I'm taking these anyway because 1 pallet of beans will fit in the back of a pickup and I won't have to take the trailer. And this is the last stuff going up as far as we're going and past that direction. So, yeah, makes it a little easier to get the rest of it there. Well, I made it back from that first delivery. I think we're going to load up another one here and get ready to go, but I was just by the shop or the farm here, so I stopped in to look. Phil's been working on welding up these closing wheel brackets. Let me show you what he's doing here. So all these closing wheels have, there's a couple of bearings that hold them on here. That's the RK closing wheel kit. That works pretty good, but there's this spring that provides down pressure tension, right? And he is welding up these tabs because I don't know if there's one that hasn't been done yet, but it's wearing into them. He's got a bunch of these done already, but this is about the best I can show you. See that spring in there is, there's a bunch of wear under here. And so he's welding those up to take out some of that slop. That one there's got quite a bit. Anyway, Phil's been working on that. We got that hose to change yet. I don't know if there's much else to do here or not. We'll see if I can find Dad and my kids. My kids are on spring break this week, so they've been hanging out with Grandpa today. Dad must have taken the boys to lunch because I don't see him here. I've got a little bit of time before I need to make this next delivery. And it's frozen again. And we don't have much snow. However, there is snow on and off happening, so we're going to get some soon. But I have a field or 2 that I really need to get a boundary map done quickly, or before spring. And one of them is a wheat field, so we're going to go do that. A little air and tire here. I got all suited up in my Carhartts and stay warm, and we'll take the gator out to do this boundary mapping. All right, these ones are fairly close, so we don't have to get too cold driving around. The next load of seed is all boxes, so I'm not too worried about the little bit of snow. It's like these little bands or squalls that are just popping up. Right now we're getting one, but the sun's getting ready to come out, and it was hit and miss whether there was snow or sunshine the whole way home. All right, here's our field. This is a wheat field. This is a field that we've never had wheat on before this year. It's got some of our muck pockets and stuff on the far end of the field here, and can be a challenge with wheat, but field shape looks relatively like that. However, on the far side there is along the road, and there's some electric poles that we used to farm between the poles and the road, and we have quit doing that. We don't do it anymore, but it's still part of the boundary. So I need to move the boundary inside of those poles, which is going to make our 95.6 acres a little bit less, probably like 92, 93 acres is what I'm guessing we're going to end up with. So that's why we're redoing this boundary here. So we'll start here and go all the way around the woods and wander our way around until we get over to where we need to be. Well, until we get all the way back to here. All right, took a minute for our boundary recording accuracy to get up to 100%, but we are there now, so let's go. That's where our boundary is being made. I'm just judging that based on the fact that, well, the grass, thick grass starts over there. This wheat row should have been over a little bit. So we're going to make it where it should be, not where the actual wheat is, because that's why we're doing this. Then in the future, we can use autopath or boundary tracks to get that row where we want it. You can see there's a bean row right on the edge of where my tire is now, so we didn't quite get close enough to the edge when we were planting the wheat, which is fine, not a big deal, but don't want our boundary there. So it's picked up a little bit in the snow department here, which is causing me some problems, I think. I got along the trees there and my accuracy dropped, so I stopped and I was waiting for it to pick up, and it wasn't. So I backed out into the field away from the trees, and it's still not. We're only at 8%. Which means that we can't really do a super accurate boundary here. And I've been sitting here for 5 minutes, it hasn't moved. So, shoot, that's a problem. Also, it's not as frozen out here as I thought. Like, we were down to 18 degrees last night, and it hasn't made it up to like 25 today. I thought the ground would be frozen on top. It's not. So, I'm gonna just cruise around this real quick, even with the low accuracy, and see what it says, because that's better than nothing. But it's not ideal here. We might have to redo this one at some point. I don't know. Not what I was hoping for. Well, now look at that. It just jumped up to 93. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, maybe we are okay. Oh, there it dropped again. Let's sit for a second and see if it comes back up. Trees can be a problem. I thought that doing this before the trees have leaves on them would be helpful. It's coming back. It's got to be above 80% to be considered a good signal. So we'll give it a second. We'll try and get this. I just don't know what's going to happen. And then I see that. And we have an interior boundary down there, a square that we farm around that also needs mapped. And we ain't going to get anywhere close to that today. So we can do the exterior without doing that and come back and do that later. So not the end of the world, but yeah, there's a little water down there. Well, it was a little slow going around the trees there, but we did make it, and we maintained signal for the most part. There was just a couple of spots where it dropped, and I stopped and waited. Usually that bridges the gaps okay, as long as you don't drive too far with a low signal. So here is the corner in the other road where is the reason that we are redoing our boundaries. So planted right into this corner. So we used to go right out there to the edge of the road, but see, now we farm this right by these poles instead of filling in this gap, and so I need to eliminate that from the boundary, and this is the most accurate way to do that. There's an open ditch here we've got to go around, which is what makes this little figure that we're going around here, and then it kind of forms a triangle in this. It's a muck pocket, a house. It's a real pain farm to get into, some of this stuff here. A lot of this was underwater this week, and it's a little soft still. Okay, we made it. Save. Say we got there now, 94.5, which is more than I would have thought. However, it does not have the interior boundaries, and like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to do this one right now. We'll drive out here. I know it's a growing wheat crop, but it's frozen, it's still fairly dormant, and it's very small. These tracks shouldn't show up, at least not significantly. Yeah. See that post in front of us? No, you can't see that post. It's white on a white background. There's one over there. There's one right there. And there's one over there. We need to figure out how to square that better. but we aren't going to be able to get close enough to map that accurately. So there is a dike over here I want to do. I'm hoping that we can do a little drainage work on this field this summer. Fix things like that. And there's a big gully or spot where the oh boy, get through here. Tile blowout where it washes over here that it needs fixed, which is why this field is weak. We're hoping to fix it. See, we got a broken tile there where the water pouring out of this hill. There's a dike right here that we farm around, but we got so much water. Oh, look at that. That's crazy. We got so much water in here last week when it rained that it broke contain and it washed down there. So we need to fix this summer. So the water's pouring out of there and it looks like it's going back down here. I wonder if there's another tile over here or something. I don't know. That's pretty crazy though. Okay, we made it back. We got that done. Let's go back to the farm and warm up and then load out our second load of seed for the day. Well, we managed to get lots of salt on our trailer this morning, so that's awesome. Oh well, let's get her loaded up here. Need these 3 boxes of 2315s that we treated last week. Okay, we are loaded up again. I got the boys with me for this trip, and we're gonna head out. This guy's about 40 miles away, not too bad. We might have to make a Menards stop on the way or the way back on this one since we're driving by there. We prefer Lowe's today, but we're not going to buy any Lowe's, so Menards will work. Okay, change of plans. We made it about 2 miles from the seed warehouse, and I got a text from the guy that said, hey, I hate to do this, but can we push you off until tomorrow or Thursday? Yeah, sure, we can do that. So I'm busy Thursday, but we might be able to do it tomorrow afternoon. The weather was supposed to be nicer today than tomorrow, which is why I was trying to get stuff done today. But not a big deal. We'll just park the trailer and
the largest deal.
Find something else to do the rest of the day. Well, I guess that was it for today. I'm going to wrap it up. So we're done here now. So anyway, we'll try and make that delivery tomorrow that we didn't get to do today. We've got to treat some beans tomorrow for Friday's deliveries. And Thursday, hopefully we can get a delivery done Thursday. I also need to change oil in the new truck. It's been telling me that I need to change oil soon for a couple of days now. And given that we're pulling trailer and using it a lot, we should probably get that done. So I did make a run and get the filter for that here tonight. We're just going to throw John Deere 1540 oil in it because that's what it uses. We'll see about getting that planter out of the shop tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but that would be nice because then I could get my truck in and have room to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget the ESPN Tournament Challenge. If you want to join our group, winner gets a $100 Farm Focus gift card. And the group is Border View Farms. Password is capital BVF, all caps. Free to join. Have a good time. Fill out your picks. See what happens. I'm not very good at it, so, maybe you'll win. Anyway, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.